This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Well, let's talk about something that, boy, Hasbro has dropped the ball a lot of different ways, and then they're just it's either they're dropping the ball or they're taking and hitting a 70-yard field goal. I mean, that's the only way I can put it. It's either feast or famine with them. What they've done with HeroQuest, I mean, how can anybody argue with the success of HeroQuest and bringing back an all-time classic? And then, of course, dropping the ball with a couple of other things that they've done and just some really questionable decisions on their part. With that said, they've recently tried to bring back Heroscape, okay? And I believe that out of the 8,000 people that they really kind of needed to make this happen, I think they only got like 4,100, 4,200, somewhere in there. And, basically it was just a little bit more than half. And they put the stipulation that it was all or nothing, okay? And that this game was not going to happen. Well, just when everybody was criticizing, well, you didn't paint the miniatures, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. A lot of people were complaining that they did not know about this campaign coming. And basically, they didn't care. They basically said, no, we're not going to retry. We're not going to do it again. Once it fails, it's not going to happen. It is just not going to happen. Well, my friends, guess what? They're not going to try again. But they have gone into a deal, and thanks to the wonderful people and the professionalism and the fantastic job that Renegade Game Studios does, they have entered into a deal that they are going to bring Heroscape to everybody. Now, what does this mean? What is the future of it? If you go to Hasbro, I believe that you can sign up for a newsletter, or if you go to Renegade Studios, maybe you can sign up for a newsletter to be informed as things transpire. But it looks like what they're going to do, I don't think they're going to kickstart it. I think they're going to make it and put it out there and try to get it in front of as many people as they humanly possibly can, which in a lot of ways is risky. In a lot of ways, if you make this thing too big and too expensive, do you end up eating a bunch of it? I don't know. Do you try to paint those minis, or do you go with unpainted minis? Remember, one of the things and the most appealing things about Heroscape was, number one, it was fun, but number two, you had gotten all this beautiful terrain, but you got painted miniatures with it. And pre-painted, they didn't have to be the most beautiful things, and some people rather paint them. Me, if I have some paint on there and I can add and touch up things a little bit, it kind of works as a base coat for me. And I can tweak things a little bit and save me a lot of time. Yeah, I would like to see it. If they don't, well, no, it just means that I paint. Okay? But, for a lot of us painters, who needs more stuff on their pile? I certainly don't. That's for doggone sure. And I'm sure you don't either. So you'd rather have this all encompassed and rather pay a little bit extra to get a little bit more. And I think the problem why it didn't do as well, number one, a lot of people wrote me and said, hey, we didn't know about this. I don't think that's going to happen with Renegade Studios. They're going to let you know about this and inform you about this and keep you informed. It's a fantastic company that does everything right. G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, I mean, I can go on and on. Renegade is a high-class, company that just gets things right. They really do, and they do a wonderful job at it. I think the second thing that they're going to do, they're going to feel it out. Okay. Now, they've never produced pre-painted miniatures, so I can guarantee you, especially when you look at, what they did with G.I. Joe, which was looked fantastic. If you've seen the video, I painted the G.I. Joe stuff, and the Power Ranger stuff. If you think about it, they're going to come out with that type of miniature, and I think that's fine. But does it coincide with the price of what they're going to do? Because that was one of the big things I think people were complaining about. Why is this so much and I don't have pre-painted minis? And that's what people remember. Okay, so that's a tough sell to go, well, we're not going to paint the minis, but here you go, pay a lot more than what you're used to paying. Now, hey, let's be honest, we're willing to pay all kinds of money for GW and other such things. Where does this fall, in there? Well, the average gamer isn't a Games Workshop guy or a miniature guy at that point. They want to play, if they want to play a miniature game, they want to have it all encompassed and ready to go and give it a whirl. I get that. I really do. I get it. And it makes sense to me. So I think Renegade has to be very smart and know exactly what they're going to do here and be smart about it, because this is going to be a very tough sell if you don't handle it correctly. So let's see how it goes. Let's see where it goes. And as news comes out, I will keep you informed here at Rob's Tabletop World, of course, and where we do our best to give you as much information as humanly possible. So, my dear friends, until next time, it is your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.